beloved homeland of our brave heroes. We must defend our lives, or we shall perish. We shall protect our hearts from all our foes. But if the price is death for all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear. Hail to Biafra, consecrated nation, oh fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood will count our privilege. The weapons conduct which emboldens the free shall always be a flag of liberty. Hail to Biafra, consecrated nation, oh fatherland, this be our solemn pledge. Defending thee shall be our dedication. Spilling our blood will count our privilege. The weapons conduct which emboldens the free shall always be our flag of Ogalanya chọrọ kogbenye mmiri, ogalanya chọrọ kogbenye deni, ogbenye chekwubezi Olisa. Kọdịzielu m mma kọdịlụ ibe m, kọdịlụ nwoke mma kọdịlụ nwaanyị mma, na nọkwa n'ebe belu obeluo. Kọdịlụ m mma kọdịlụ ibe m, kọdịlụ nke m kọdịlụ eyo, omenka nwanne m onye ya dị ezigbo yo.
Yes, sir. Once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra for the avoidance of doubt. A very live broadcast on this very fateful day, the 11th day of the month of July, the year of Chukukika Biama 2019. You are welcome once again. Radio Biafra Extra is streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Uche Okafo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption, and of course he's standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Prince of Afari Ibeku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom, the one and only man that have been able to stand up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people for almost 6 decades now. And by the special grace of Chukukika Biama, I remain George Onyibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. And we must acknowledge the Almighty Creator above all before we proceed. For it is He and He alone that have set our feet upon this path that we must follow. It is the primordial influence that drives us in everything we do, because He is our guide, our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in matter both great and small. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, ịmakwa n'eziokwu na ịmara mma ịhụnanya na gị obiọma gị o juru anya dadi o, inwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dị onye dịka gị, ịbụ Alpha na Omega, anyị niile na-asị na Edemao. Ise. Without wasting much of our time, we will be going to our topic this evening, which is simply, finally, restructure is here. Is God not wonderful? No, tell me, is God not wonderful that a Sudanese man in Asu Rock is going to give us a restructure all of a sudden? Finally, restructure is here. And those of you in Nigeria, when you listen to Yoruba propaganda media, it looks like a miracle. Honestly, it's a miracle, and God is wonderful, according to Adamu Farouk. Restructure is here. But you must listen carefully. You must go and buy cotton buds to understand whether they are talking about restructure or retoucher. We're talking about countries who are bounding Nigerians from entering their country. Of course, only genuine country. Any country that is associating with Nigeria at this moment is a criminal entity. They are the real terrorists. Forget about who they are. Because genuine country must stand up and bound Nigeria. And when they say, oh, Americans stop Nigerians from entering their country and maybe Nigerians from leaving their country, some people are speaking English. Gosh, how can American do that? Gosh. But we will come to that later. I was almost losing my respect for America, considering the fact that thousands of our people died in the hand of Nigerian security terrorist apparatus because we stood on the line to actually celebrate that a good man was going to rule America again. Obama having rig a terrorist into the hem of affair in the zoo called Nigeria. And those of you on Facebook Live, those people fighting are the lawmakers of Nigeria. They are the lawmakers, the intellectual, the opinion molder. They are those who are fighting over how to divide, kill and divide. That is what Nigeria is. Finally, restructure is here. And so, we were thinking America has begun to lose its, respect for value. But at least once and for all time, they stood on the right of justice, righteousness, equity, and transparency. Only terrorist nation rumors with Nigeria without apology. Anyway, we will not go there. We will look at that issue later on. So Nigerians should go and appreciate Chukwu Okike Abiama, because gradually you are knowing who your zoo is, because you don't know. But it's our duty to make sure you know the truth. Hopefully you will be free at the end. The restructure of Buhari government must be treated as a pinch of salt, because I personally see it as the same land grabbing agenda. It's good this president has decided to restructure Nigeria. Let them do it, so at least we can. It's a lie. Treat it as a pinch of salt. It is the same methodology. It is the same physiological. Which grammar do I use? It is just metamorphosing. Agricultural life transformation bill is changing to restructure. Don't make any mistake about it. It's the same thing. Grazing Reserve Beach bill, cattle colony, cattle ranching, Ruga, agricultural life transformation agenda or program, and restructure. All of them are the same thing. Treat them as a pinch of salt. Go back and check your record. They have only one agenda, and that agenda is to grab your land. That agenda is to take your land. Are we that daft? Does it mean we cannot learn from the past? You know, very soon a lot of intellectuals are going to come. Of course, they are all paid agent. Let them retoucher us. We actually need this retoucher. Our own is too much. Please, Jubri, retoucher us. When we talk about Aburi Accord, what does it mean? And why was it turned down and eventually led to the death of millions of our people? I've always looked at people who are calling for restructure. I judge them by their age, the number of their age. I was once told by my younger brother that age is a number. And honestly, I agree with him. Age is a number. You go to school to be educated. You don't go to school to get sense. We have a lot of educated individuals littered across the street in the globe, but they don't have common sense. And yet we have our ancestors who didn't go to school. They were not educated, but they have sense. And so when you are talking about retoucher or restructure, I look at your age to be able to ascertain your experience with one Nigeria, to actually know if you are speaking the truth, the fact, or you're speaking from your subconscious mind. The truth cannot be overemphasized. What led to Aburi Accord? When you hear Aburi Accord, most of you think it's a grammar. What made Ojukwu to move the motion for Aburi Accord? Why did Gowon go to Aburi in Ghana? What did they want to discuss there? It was restructure. And when they got there, they say, see, with the handwriting on the wall, Nigeria cannot be a nation. Of course, it's a country created by British government. Now, this country involved 3 nations. Please, we don't need to kill ourselves. Let us readjust. Let us redesign the system to enable us live like a loving neighbor, a brothers and sisters, as a black people that we are. Please. God has drawn the boundary already. Hausa goat, Igbo goat, Yoruba goat are not the same. Even the lizard in Biafra land is not the same lizard in Oduduwa land, and it's not the same lizard in Arawa land. Biafran woman don't look like Oduduwa woman. Oduduwa woman don't look like Biafran woman. We are not the same, but yet we are the same. God created Arab, he created Israel, he created Europe, he created America. They are all Homo sapiens, but they have their kind. That is why you hear people say we are red Indian, we are yellow Indian, we are pink, we are purple, we are China, we are everything you are, we are all Homo sapiens, but different kind. God actually drew a boundary there. And so the question remains, Ojukwu knew this truth. He called Gowon, who was actually the major influence of British government in the Royal Niger Company called Nigeria. I do not know who represent Yoruba people on that very discussion. Maybe it should be General Ogundikwe. Because every army man, once you wear khaki, you are Hausa, you are Yoruba, automatically you are a general. And they got there. They decided, they agreed. The Hausa was told by the British government, you let Biafrans go, hungry will kill you people. But it would not have been that way. The Yoruba were told the same thing. And the best thing for them was to collude Biafran people. And what did they do? They descended on the Biafran nation. We came back home to rearrange our land. They descended on our people. And millions of Biafran lost their life. Aburi Accord is all about restructure. Yoruba manage your nation. Arewa manage your nation. Biafra manage your nation. We can come back as one impenetrable unit, push harder to strive to drag Africa to the height of all nations, to the pinnacle of development, that the world may have regard for black man. But yet there are those people who want you to remain in the dark age. They conspired behind Ojukwu. They violated the essence of going to Aburi. And many people supported them to kill our people. And ever since then, we know that when they tell you about restructure, they are never serious, because they have the privilege to restructure Nigeria in such a way that all of us today would have been proud of who we are, maybe Nigerians. But they said no. And ever since then, there are so many things that have been done to ensure that restructure takes place. Nigeria has thwarted all the effort. Nothing like national confab, nothing like national conference. They destroyed all of them, making sure you do not have privilege to talk. I know some people are going to counter me. They say during the Obasanjo time, there were national confab now. Of course, Obasanjo tried to initiate a national conference, but it was all jigeru, kangaroo court. It was all meant to deceive the people. I remember they came to Bayelsa. Obasanjo, in the guise of trying to introduce national confab or national conference. A Bayelsa man asked Obasanjo, why did you demolish Odi? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Obasanjo stood up as the magnified chimpanzee president of the zoo called Nigeria and told the man, your mama, your papa. Of course, the Bayelsa man was shot down. He has soldiers and terrorists guiding him. Who is the common poor man to contradict his opinion of terrorism? And he died that way. The Yoruba were there to defend Obasanjo because he's a fellow Yoruba man. And nobody heard about what that man was trying to, the point the man was trying to make. And that issue was never revisited again. Yet, Goodluck Ebere Jonathan came and tried to introduce a national confab. They did the same game of abrakatami brakata. The more you look, the less you see. And all of a sudden, they were so-called intellectual opinion molders and leaders of thought coming out from every nook and cranny of Biafra land in the guise of representing us in the national confab. We do not know these people. They were the one who did the selection. They were the one who chose these people. And finally, they can tell you, hey, in Obasanjo confab, the report was not implemented. Yes, in Goodluck confab, the report was not implemented. They never wanted to implement it. It's just another means to bamboozle you. Nigeria has shied away from national conference. We must not forget that the only thing that has been successfully executed in Nigeria is just stopping of making sure that indirectly our land is down. Nothing like national confab. So when you hear them say restructure, it's not going to work. It will never work because the only thing Nigeria has succeeded in doing when it comes to restructure is creation of states. The only thing Nigerian British government has succeeded in doing since the creation of Nigeria is number one, creation of state. Today we have Biafran land divided into larger proportion more than any other region in Nigeria. Some of you think, yes, it's good for us. It's really not good for us. Do you know why Nigerians stop creating states? Because they see that the more they divide us, the more we are technologically empowered, the more our place is indirectly being developed. And what did they do? They stopped the creation of state. to the only implementation, the only thing Nigerian government has been able to restructure successfully since 1960 to today is creation of state. And you must understand that the intention is to weaken the Biafra nation the more. The next thing that they've been able to succeed to restructure is ensuring that very restructure do not happen. They make sure that to restructure Biafra land, no. Your land will never be developed. Your land will never go forward. They are restructuring policy upon policy to make sure it remain there. Actually, they restructured Nigeria by making sure that there is no more military coup d'etat. That is the second pattern of restructuring Nigeria. You know, in those days, you just wake up in the morning, you hear pa 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 pa. One Alamajiri Bara Wudambaza will be there and say, "Follow Nigeria. We are telling you that Nigeria is corrupt, and as a corruptive regime, we have come here to correct the system. We have removed a civilian president, and we shall go ahead and restructure Nigeria." Pa 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 pa. And then all of a sudden, the same people who were doing coup and restructuring Nigeria, they remove Kake and they restructure Kake into Abada. They are still in power. And yet Nigeria gets worse day by day. Restructure. The same group of people. And so when you are there, you are hearing them say, "Oh, we have to restructure Nigeria, and Nigeria need to be restructured." No restructure. If they turn down Aburi Accord, there is no other restructure. When IPOB came seeking and agitating for the restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra, that as it was in the beginning, that it must also be their way in the end. They were coalition, association, they were conspiracy, they were, what grammar do I use? They came together. They were conversing. "No, we don't want Biafra. Restructure is good as Biafra. What we want is..." Buhari, before he died, said, "No way. Nothing like restructure. It is one Nigeria." All of you, they got up to the extent that we were in Enugu. They call it shake hand across River Niger. They say we want restructure. Where is the restructure? It will never be. And then all of a sudden, the same people who don't want restructure, and I say, "No, we cannot restructure Nigeria." The same people who refuse to buy land in Biafra land, all of a sudden they are now buying acres of land, millions of land, and you are hungry, so I don't blame you. You want to give them our land. Have you ever asked yourself a question? Why would these same people who have made sure they don't buy even a single pure water from our people, all of a sudden want to buy your land? It's restructure. The same people who have fought against every system, who have fought against every government to make sure that there is no restructure. Now, all of a sudden, they come to you and say, "Let us restructure Nigeria." If all of this, including you being of their restructure, we must begin to consider the following. What is the meaning of restructure? So when you hear they say, restructure, ask yourself a question. What is the meaning of restructure? Do they really understand the meaning of restructure? When you hear our Sama shouting restructure, they don't want to restructure Nigeria. They only want to restructure the policy that will enable them to subjugate you and totally emasculate you in every way imaginable or possible. Can't you understand it? "Oh, let us restructure Nigeria. Let us restructure Nigeria." No way. They have one thing in agenda: land grabbing policy. They succeeded in restructuring reserve bill to cattle ranching, to cattle colony, to Ruga, now to life transforming bill of animal rights, and now they are going to restructure. All of them are the same land grabbing tactics. Look at one man insulting everybody. "Oh, we have to introduce the National Reserve Grazing Bill." People understand it's all about land grabbing. They say no. He said, okay, let us introduce cattle ranching. The people know it's all about land grabbing. They say, okay, no. All right, what about cattle colony? The people knew it is all about land grabbing. And they say no. He said, okay, it's okay. They move back. British government told them, now use another Islamic name. They will not know what is happening. And they say, what about Ruga? And they have been regularizing. And the people say, no. And they say, it's okay, it's okay. British government now tell them, no, you can now use a livestock agricultural reformation program. And all of us are into agriculture and maybe livestock. And most of you, that's, oh, it's okay, it's okay. And now the people know the truth. They say nothing like that. And while you are still dragging that you do not want animal livestock transportation bill, they are now telling you that no, it's not going to be that way. Now it are metamorphosed. No, it's not going to be that. It is going to be the latest one, restructure. While you are shouting for the livestock animal restoration bill or the case may be, you will soon hear restructure. Restructure, all these things are all about land grabbing policy. They want your land. They import foreigners to take over your land. But can you really see them? Can you really see them coming? Because if you refuse, if they refuse to tie your road, if they refuse to build international airport in your land, if they refuse to develop or create a seaport in your land, if they want to make sure there is no federal government present in your land, if they work out to make sure that our land remain undeveloped, no medical facility, there is no food for people, and they are telling you that they are filling 10 million Nigerian citizens on daily basis, and they are looting money across the world from the money stolen from Nigerian coffer, and they are telling you that at the end of the day, they have one good thing or the other to do for you. And yet you are not seeing the evidence. Nigeria is recovering loot, yet they are into debt, borrowing money. Nigeria is feeding her populace, yet they don't want you to be able to feed yourself. And then you begin to wonder, what is the true meaning of restructure? What exactly does restructure mean? Our people must not allow themselves to be distracted by the statement about restructure, because they will all deliberately design to make sure that they grab our land. True restructure will weaken the Hausa, Fulani, and Yoruba. Supposed to be so. But they say, oh, we are talking about restructure, it's going to be restructure. Don't make any mistake. Restructure will weaken the Yoruba. Restructure of Nigeria will weaken the Hausa. So when they are the one blowing the trumpet of restructure, run for your life, not them. Of course, if they decide to stand on their ground and go ahead to their own sovereign nation, it will not be as bad as they will make themselves be in the end. They have lied to you all this while that Yoruba sponsored Nigerian with cocoa. And the Cocoa Association of Yoruba in Nigeria is even more powerful than Ohanes Ndigbo. So why can't this cocoa sustain the Oduduwa nation? Adenka grandson should do this cocoa and send it to Nigerian Cabri PLC, company built for Yoruba with the money they stole from our parents. They have told you that Nigeria has sustained her economy through granite, carrot, and cow. Why are they not so confident to restructure Nigeria and let everybody go his own way? But here they have told you, in fact, there is a project online now. I don't know the country, they say they are coming to teach us how to plant palm tree. And then I begin to wonder, I thought that Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, and the rest of them come to Biafra land to learn how to plant palm oil. And now they are the one coming to teach us how to plant palm oil. Restructure, restructure, oh, restructure. Biafrans must understand. IPOB is not here for restructure or restructure. IPOB is not here to deceive anybody. The only thing we want is that the zoo called Nigeria will be totally dismembered. The more you delay the restoration of Biafra, the more all of you will be humiliated. Osibanjo, a pastor of Redeemed Christian Church, he went to lie to America, thinking Americans are naive and ignorant. Go to America now. Atiku could not go to America because of Halliburton scandal. When he wanted to contest for president, he went to America, and America are just looking at all of you. But of course, I know one day Americans will rise up for truth, for justice, for equity. It's just a matter of time. All of you who have meant evil, for the indigenous people across the globe, get ready, because kingdom fall and kingdom rise. Kingdom rise and kingdom fall. And so I must encourage you, Biafrans across the globe. There are challenges. There are a lot of things you cannot understand. But the most important thing is to focus on the reason why we are here, is to restore Biafra, nothing more, nothing less. And to get this Biafra, we must go to the nook and cranny of Biafra land. And so I'm encouraging you. You are from Egala, you are from Iduma. You are from Arochuku, you are from Imbitu, Amando Bankwiri Olo. You are from Ozuzu, you are from Ichi, you are from Igbodu Akomazo Weri, on the Cholon, on the Chubo Idumuje, Idumu Dulo, Iwonya Boy, Iwonyo Tulupu. Wherever you come from, Andoni, Goni, Patani, Urobo, Ishekiri, Mbiama, Yanogwa, Otoeke, wherever you come from, Akwa Ibom. The time has come for us to liberate the Biafra nation. The time has come for us to work together. You are from Ugeb, Oboburwa, you are from Tinapa. The time has come. The time for us to go home. The time has come to reject Nigeria in totality. The time has come for us to make sure that we maintain our stand. And that is simple. That we are Biafrans and there will be no negotiation. That we are Biafrans and it is time to go home. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, man. This one is the start of Biafra. In Biafra land, we're going to exercise our body away from our back province. Legend Rasta, Baba Chums.
Standing place on the beat.
I see you, Jenny.
See me, I come from Biafra. See, I come from Biafra. I come from the land of the rising sun. Is the land of my birth. See me, I come from Biafra. Oh, I am from Biafra. Yeah, I'm proud of the land of the rising sun. Is the land of my birth.
I will never be frustrated. I will never run away.
I will never run away.
I will always believe in the word the king and my father told me.
My father told me.
Oh, my Biafra is a beautiful place. And it's so good for the people to live.
Yeah.
No wonder people they are free. No pressure here to see. If you like me, go follow me, go. I'm gonna show you many things so we like. Just so be beside the Biafra life.
See me, I come from Biafra. See, I come from Biafra. I come from the land of the rising sun. Is the land of my birth. See me, I come from Biafra. Oh, I am from Biafra. Yeah, I'm proud of the land of the rising sun. Is the land of my birth.
I wanna go. Plenty things I see make me wanna go. No matter what the people say, no matter what they do. Biafra is my land full of good people. No matter what they do to bring us back. Forward ever, backward never. Let me hear you say freedom. Brother, let me hear you say freedom. Let me hear you say freedom. My sister, let me hear you say no freedom. Oh, yeah.
See me, I come from Biafra. See, I come from Biafra. I come from the land of the rising sun. Is the land of my birth. See me, I come from Biafra. Oh, I am from Biafra. Yeah, I'm proud of the land of the rising sun. Is the land of my birth. See, I'm the daughter of the Most High. We are the children of the Most High. They are planning for our downfall, but the Most High is on our side. Gone are the days of misery. Truly, right now we are seeing victory. Hey, all I see is freedom. No matter what they do, we are gonna be free. Hey, I'm proud to be a Biafran, baby. I'm not ashamed to be a Biafran, baby. See me, I come from Biafra.
Yes, our people must not lose focus. We are here for one thing, restoration of Biafra. Anything older or less than that is a distraction. At this moment, our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line remains 070 815 45642. Our WhatsApp line is 070 815 45642. Our direct line is 081 221 52971. Our direct line is 081 221 52971. And then special number dedicated to the female is 081 288-58614. Special number for the female is 081-288-58614. The lines are open and you are free to call in. Make no mistake about that, we are going home. Our intention is to go home, nothing more, nothing less. The enemy have gathered. Every policy they are bringing lead to one thing, and that is grabbing the land of Biafra. And when we give them that privilege, they will displace us. We will be misplaced. This is their last agenda. Agenda of Islamization. That is the last move. Biafrans must understand. We must learn from the past, and we must remain focused. May God help all of us. Caller on the line, are you there? Your name and where are you calling from?
And they were my lecturer. Good evening from here.
Good evening. Go ahead, please.
I remain your humble servant, man. Like you said, sorry from Super the car model. So I hope I'm coming out clear. Yes, sir. And may you come and bless our strong leaders wherever it is. God is taking at the initial time for us. And I want to use this medium and say, may God Almighty bless every day for working seriously. Starting from the sense to the all to our lecturers. And again, I want to use this medium and also participate, especially in this enemy state. This is a time that you have to stand. You have to stand up wherever you are. Make sure that we defend ourselves. Not only by mouth. This is the time that we need to show ourselves. Because if not the time to fight POD, there's much thing that these people do us. Look at how some are now voting in our land. They are now saying that you cannot do them anything. Because and they say started to you. As they are still saying that our people should hearken to the force of Chico Kadema, they are saying that you can save us apart from this Biafra. This is a state that you can even this IPOB is one that will give you whatever that you are looking for. You a student, whenever you finish your education, you get a job. Look at the level that Nigeria is going now. Look at the level they are going. This is how short that this country is a good country. When I was in the market, they call them a Jew. This years ago, most people don't know. But now all of them are now realizing what this started 1,000 years back. And all everything is now happening now. I want to urge you, and especially my people in Lesotho, let's come out. And even those people that is not, even those our brothers living in diaspora, we need their help, please. There's many places that maybe Biafra is not reaching in Lesotho. You can help the little you can. Make sure, even if it is satellite, help your people so that your people will be hearing this gospel. Because this is 9 minutes. We in the Lesotho, we in the boundary, and if anything happens, we are the one that's going to find it more difficult. Let's save our land and save your people. Please, a little you can offer, God will bless you. I sign up from here and I say, may God Almighty bless you, my lecturer, Judge Onyibe.
Thank you very much.
In the morning and in the afternoon.
And you too, my brother. Thank you very much. We are not leaving anybody behind. Every community in Biafra land must be defended to the end. Can you hear me, caller on the line? And I would advise you to move away from your radio. Caller on the line, I will advise you to move away from your radio. Good evening from here. Go ahead.
I'm up on the radio.
Go ahead, please.
Okay. My dear brother, I want to thank you for your good work towards Biafra restoration. I am exactly Anthony. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Every time I listen to Radio Biafra, I'm full of joy. Because only you, especially you, Judge Onyibe, your comments on the radio give us more strength, more strength. I'm very happy this night that I can get to. This is my first time to call. I'm very happy. I say, may God Almighty be with you, your family. You're going out and you're coming in. May God will be with you and your family. No evil man, no evil eye will see you. In the name of Jesus, I pray. We say, thank you, my brother. To say, well done. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Hello. Let me greet you this minute. I've been trying this number now and since I'm not very busy, very easy. Just God help me this when I get you.
We thank God for that.
Okay. Because this year talk this evening, we are going home.
As simple
We
as
are
that.
going home. Yes, we are going home.
Thank you very much.
By the help of God.
Thank you
Yes,
very
we are
much.
going home.
Our people must be focused. All of a sudden now they want to restructure Nigeria, but who need restructure in the first place? We restructure, allow them to build seaport in our land. We restructure, allow them to build airport in our land. We restructure, allow us to tie our road and develop our community. We restructure, allow them to let us build our own security that we defend our community. We restructure, stop Melu from entering our community. We restructure, help the youth to be able to lead Nigeria the same way these terrorists led Nigeria. Most of you don't know that Nnamdi Azikiwe was 4 years when he started ruling Nigeria. Gowon was 2 years when he started ruling Nigeria. Onyibe, British people signed document of amalgamation with 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Maybe the oldest among them is 7 years. Today, the same group of people are almost 200 years. They are still ruling us. Restructure. Are you sure they are serious? It is the same land grabbing system, policy. Don't let them deceive you. Caller on the line, can you hear me? Caller on the line, are you there?
Hello, good evening, Onyibe.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
I'm calling from Port. And I heard from my kind of house here in Oman province, Biafra land. Hello, Onyibe, can you hear me?
Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
Onyibe, I'm very grateful to Almighty because we are giving you the wisdom and the ability to withstand the evil entity called Nigeria, created by British. This evening, I just want to thank God on behalf of you, especially because I know why I'm saying this, because the position you are standing now, not every man can do that. You are answering the call of Chukwokikatema, and may he grant you the...
Of course, that is you, Epileptic Network. What do we do? Are you still there on the line? Of course, we must continue. Our people must remain focused. Whatever Nigerians say or do at this dying minute cannot be trusted. Are you there, caller on the line? Caller on the line, are you there? Good evening from here, Ada. Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
I'm calling from I want to protect Nigeria. If they want to restructure Nigeria, Yoruba and the Hausa Fulani, they can go ahead and restructure their Nigeria. It doesn't concern us. We need Biafra. We are Biafrans. All we need is our freedom. If they want to restructure Nigeria, Hausa, Yoruba, they should go ahead and restructure it. It doesn't concern us. We don't need their restructuring. All we need is our freedom, and we must get it. Because our leader can say that Biafra must come. It's where I stand. Biafra must come. Please, Onyibe, I want to speak to my people in my dialect. Ana make a good one no one. Oh, no. Ask them to you or getting there. Another no do na radio Biafra. Ana manu children do on a radio Biafra. Give me an art. Oh, they do like Biafra. Oh, no, Chorempa. Be back, my Biafra. Actually, Punu could be no one. Oh, woman, they don't be. Please, Gadota line and the planet. Actually, Munu let you go. You can have to go. Umukuru, Umaria, Acharubu, Idu, Umu Alike, Umu Rienona, Umonachi, Tinifunu. When I tell you to this book, they go Lundos, and Manucho Lundos, Narito Biafra, the Kanaman, Unu Yora, Unu Unu could be to leave Unu Behane. Oh, what was that planning has made that? In your hand, the Lundos, or who to get a book. Mangaro Lanomna, Diane, or Una Wanket, Unu have Biafra. Unu can hear no good can it no. To read Unu kind of Alaya, Ungauta planet or a man. People, among one name is Unaya, to forget and hear Basara Biafra. Tenu Pochita, Biafra is there, and all our lie, I hear my fear. I don't know ever and that was that plan and I lie. And I see the cake like a book right now. I got no idea. That was that plan I need to do. There be nine. Who could you know? And that, who you know? Think cannot let the kid. And a man who told us of radio careful or give me an hand to who must on at Biafra. Oh, boo, who must run at Biafra? Give me the room on an hand to my. Let me talk with them. Let's that. Continue your good work. In the mighty name of Chukwu, my prayer. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Biafrans across the globe must reason very well. You must think very well. Because the restructure you are hearing about is all the same with cattle ranching and the rest. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Hello?
Yes, good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Timothy Achinono. I'm calling from Onyibe. Thank you so much. I'm very, very grateful that God has been using you to make us to understand the need of freedom. I thank Aze and Carlo, our friend leader, and HMF4, and you by inviting us more and more. May God thank you and your family and everybody all over the world working assiduously to make sure we have our freedom. So much doing it. I'm assuring you, I'm praying with God, we are going to excel. We must surely have our freedom, whether they like it or not. God has already made it clear to every one of us that believe in a freedom that we are going to have that freedom and we are going to be free. We're not going to stay in Nigeria any longer. The Azul and the Azul, because it's very, very clear that the Azul. See what is happening here? Now the color said earlier, about 6 years ago, that this country called Nigeria is a zoo. See how they're talking about animals. So please, my brother, I pray God will send you, your family, every loss of freedom in this Federal Republic of Biafra. Thank you, my brother. God bless you.
Thank you, my brother. We must continue. Call on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I can hear you. Good morning.
Ahead, please.
From here, from Sydney. All right. My name is Meletis Udeaga. I'm calling you from Sydney, Australia. I just want to make a quick contribution, my brother.
Of course, that is you.
Hello?
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, okay. It is a surprise that Jubril is still talking about restructure.
We must continue. That is your epileptic network. Can you hear me, caller on the line? Caller on the line, are you there? Good evening from here. Move away from your radio set. Good evening. Please go ahead.
Please let me use my direct and talk to my people.
Go ahead. Go ahead, and I will advise you to lower the volume of your radio set, or you move away from there. Of course, you will be distracted. As far as you call the line and you are busy trying to follow your radio, believe me, you will not be able to communicate. Make no mistake about that. Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp. Call on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Yes, Mazi.
Go ahead, please.
All right. Good morning, dear friends. Good afternoon, dear friends. And good evening, dear friends, depending on your time zone. My name is Onyibe. I'm calling from Malaysia. Onyibe, your topic tonight regards restructuring. What other restructuring do we need again? When we already have cow and Hausa Fulani on our international passports, what other restructuring does Nigeria need again? When the Boko Haram that they caught, they later integrated them into Nigeria Army. What other restructuring are we talking about again? So these are the only restructuring that Nigeria knows about. Apart from that, no any other thing again. So our people need to wake up to do the needful, to see how we can defend ourselves, especially those are our villages that receive most of our network. So if there is any means of carrying out the gospel within those areas, so that each of every one of them will be aware. Like that video that you will play, that woman complaining about Hausa Fulani bringing down poisonous cow to our people. So these are the things we need to spread out across Biafra land so that our people will know actually what is going on and they will stop eating anything regards to Hausa Fulani. So, Mazi, again, it's not a big news to see that the US has already banned the zoo from coming there. I know that the purpose of our director going to US on 30th of May, and ever since we have been there, this is one of the fruits of the work that we went there to do. And this is the result that we are seeing. So, more kudos to our director and IPOB worldwide. That's all I have to contribute tonight. Thank you and God bless you, Master.
Thank you very much. But what can we do? We must continue. Our people should not allow anybody to deceive them in the guise of restructure. It's all the same. It's all the same. Column Messenger, are you there? Good evening from here.
Yes, how are you?
I'm very fine. Your name and where are you calling from, please?
Oh, I'm calling from US.
Go ahead, please, Mazi.
Yeah, this is Dr. Koro. I was calling this is a private call.
Okay, I'm going to talk to you later about that. Yes, caller on the line, are you there?
Hello? Good evening. I'm Ada from Biafra State. So I pray that God should bless you and everybody. I just want to say something. What I'm saying is that we, the people from Biafra State, need to still wake up too. Because anytime you tell about this Biafra, they always say, I'm not a Biafra, I'm not a Biafra. Some of them.
So what I'm trying to say is, cow meat like me, my daughter has stopped me eating cow meat since 4 years. I don't know what's wrong with me, but doctor just tell me not to even eat cow meat. So I go for fishes and chicken. And last thing I want to say, this restructure is a thing they are complaining. Restructure is another way they want to use to deceive us again, so that they can be able to capture us. We should not agree on that. Are you hearing me? So that is it. There's another thing again I want to tell our people, that they should wake up. They should be near Nola, because every time we used to preach that they should get up. There are another thing I want to talk, that you should play Christian Ibokwe that said Binye Nola Ndibo. Binye Nola. I like that song, and I want you to use that song to wake them up, so that they will wake up and join this struggle. That is all I have to say. May God bless Biafrans. May God bless our leader and every people that is going for this struggle. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Biafrans across the globe, we must not allow anybody to distract us. We have one target here, that is Biafra restoration. Nobody gives us our freedom. Nobody tells us about restructure. That is their own agenda. All these things, Ruganizing, everything they are doing boils down to one thing. It is land grabbing. Caller on the line, can you hear me?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from? Go ahead, please. The word is listening.
Calling from Igbocha, a native of Mbitoli in Imo province. Master George Onyibe, look at our Southeast governors. None of them can stand for their food and say one word and become one word. Others are given order. Don't allow any herdsmen and the rulers to come to your state. Our own governors here, Southeast governors, telling us that they don't want the cow to set foot in Biafra land. Yeah. Hello? Yes, what I'm saying, look at a whole certain governors giving out that they don't want the cow. They are so hopeless. They can't stand for their word. They are all of them now are in the second tunnel. I don't know what they are waiting for the third tunnel. Somebody where salary is not due. Is this over time we do him? I can't understand them. Hello? Hello? Yes, what I'm saying, the Southeast governors, other warning the Fulani herdsmen to not enter their land with the cow by the foot. There's no way. Others are working hard, giving them orders not to enter their state. Their own is only the foot of the cow, not entering the state. I don't know if the cow entered the state by transport or by car. Which lands are the cars are they going to face? Somebody that the salary did not do, over time will not do him. So after the second turn of their governors, they are waiting for Senate. I don't know what next. Rochas ruled Imo State for 8 years. There's no one road in Imo State. He's begging for Senate office. Master George Onyibe, I'm tired for these people. I want to remain here. I remember as Magical College. I Biafra.
Yes, our people, we must continue. We must continue. Restructure is as good as land grabbing. Don't let them deceive you. Do not allow them to deceive you. We want to go home, and it is not too much to ask for. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Please try and move away from your radio set.
Okay, sir. Yes, well, let me go out. I am that lady that called you, that sent you a message today on WhatsApp yesterday before you received it today. You remember? Okay. It's about those cow of a thing. What I actually thought yesterday, I was so angry with myself. I was so angry.
I was so angry with myself.
It's all right. Thank you very much. We must continue. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Can you hear me, caller, on the line?
Good, sir.
Good evening, my brother. Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
My name is Tom Deze. I'm here. I'm standing at the Iguacha. I came from Omunochi local government. NATO.
Go ahead, please.
Nigeria government realized of restructure, not even restructure, restructure. Nigeria government. It is now they now realize it. We don't need it. Biafra does not need it. We are going home. It's high time Nigeria should realize that Biafra is going home. We are no more time of wasting time with them. We are breaking one just or the other with them. We are not doing anything with them again. We are going home. We have determined to go home. We are not having anything with the Nigeria government, Nigeria entirely. Nigeria outside Europe, but let them go back to their home. We are going home. We don't have anything with them anymore. We are going home. We are going home. We are going home. Biafra is going home. We don't want to have anything with Nigeria. We are going home. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much, my brother. God will bless you.
And you
bless
too.
Mazin Namdekano. Bless Uchemefo. Bless all the principal officers.
You see.
Bless every one of them that seriously rely on this going home for the Biafra.
You see.
Yeah, may God bless you, Mazo Onyibe.
You see,
every morning, every night, every day we hear you. You wake us, you make us, you wake our spirit. More especially, wake my spirit every day. You make me to realize where I am coming from. God will bless you.
Thank you, my brother.
You
see, God bless you. You see.
Will bless you.
You see, and you too, my brother.
He will bless your family. He will make you. You will see Biafra. Every one of us will see Biafra. We enjoy Biafra. And God bless you.
Thank you very much. Let nobody deceive you. Any name they want to bring, it is the same thing. Uruga didn't work. Livestock transformation bill, neither will it work. And all of a sudden, they want to keep you between the devil and the deep blue sea. It is now restructure. Let us catch them. Some of them have been clamoring for restructure. Let us catch them. Give them restructure. They will cool down. Restructure my foot. Did anybody die for restructure? Of course, over 10 million did. Did anybody die for Biafra? Of course, millions did. Did anybody die for IPOB? Of course, they did. Why did you let them die? But did anybody die for one Nigeria? No way. Did anybody die for Igbo presidency? No way. Yoruba presidency, Hausa presidency, Fulani presidency? No way. People died for British government domination. Don't let them deceive you. Tomorrow they will change a restructure to another name. Nigeria now is telling you that they are feeding 10 million pupils of Nigeria. But Nigerians are making sure that over 180 million will never be able to feed themselves. Who is deceiving who? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Go ahead.
I'm here.
Go ahead, the world is listening. Go ahead.
Okay, good evening, my lovers of freedom, Onyibe. My name is Madam Tesicho from Ambich, Newu South in Biafra land. Reside here in Catalonia, Spain. My dear, God, may Almighty Elohim continue blessing you, protecting you all for the good work you people are doing for we Biafran. My able leader, my Onyendu, our deputy, everybody, all our IPOP family, anywhere you are, I'm saying may Almighty Elohim bless all of you. He said and he said, Mazi, we are here to restore our nation, okay? We are not fighting for any other land than our great nation, Biafra. The whole world, hear it. Reshuffling or no reshuffling, we don't know the meaning. What we are fighting for, we want to have our own nation called Biafra. That is where they born us, our grandmother. We are not fighting for any other land. I'm using this opportunity again to greet this woman, our sister, that get called my dear, you did a great work for us. Onyibe, you will live long to see Biafra. All the hardcore IPOP, our leader, all of us, we are going to see Biafra. He said that one, Biafra is a spirit, and it was designed, it's from God that in our generation, we are going to get our country back. That is called Biafra. No matter anything, no matter saboteurs, no matter who is a wizard, no matter headsmen, anywhere they are not there. They are zero. So what I'm begging this night, Biafra, wake up. But what is baffling me? We have Onyibe, the whole of our radio is shouting, boycott Fulani product, both their cow and everything. So does it mean that we don't have IPOP family in Aba? The dead cow that Biafrans are buying is very shameful, Onyibe. At times I don't have word to talk. Only that I'm saying that if in that spirit of that herdsman that is pushing these people to destroy our struggle, for this night I'm sending thunder from heaven to destroy that spirit. Anybody that is against our struggle, God Almighty, will destroy that family. That family will not be, that person and the generation will not see Biafra. And all of us will see our Biafra. That is my prayer 24 hours. How is it that a whole Biafra that is eating dead cow, because of the said it may be 20,000, is unfair. It's very, very unfair. It's unfair. You people will say, give us all that, give us all that. And you people are there, seeing all this thing, you cannot talk. And it's Biafra that will buy that dead cow and go and eat it. What are we talking about? But I'm begging to wipe all this our saboteurs that are in our midst, that is following what our onions do. A man that God bring to save us from the hand of this devil. The man who opened our eyes to show us this is where me and my generation will be. See, people having mouth to countermount that person. My dear, at times I get a shot of words. But what I'm begging again, Biafrans in Barcelona, any corner you are, we are having our meeting this Sunday. I'm begging, you know that I'm begging you people. Madam Testradio, who is the one talking. By 5 o'clock, after Plaza Catalonia, the next metro there, let's say that's why we have meeting. All the people come with the new people. Please stop hiding. Let us wake up and join hands together and get this trouble. Please, I'm begging. God has ordained that we are going to restore our nation, no matter anything. So let the saboteurs continue going around. It's Biafra we are restoring. We are not restoring any Ofamano land or Ariwa land. No. And I know that Kokabiyama is hearing us. Onyibe, thank you for giving me this 1 minute opportunity so that others will talk. Good night, everybody.
Much.
I love you all.
Good night.
I love you all.
We must continue. Thank you very much. There is no missing words here. We just want one thing and one thing alone. And that is the restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra. All of a sudden, don't talk about restructure. You talk it, we shoot you, we kill you. All of a sudden, they are giving you restructure. And most of you may be very happy to embrace it. Don't let them deceive you. Can you hear me, caller, on the line?
Yes, I can hear you very well, Mazi Onyibe. Good evening from here. Am I coming out very clear?
Go ahead, please. The word is listening.
Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Biafrans all over the world. Speaking to you this very evening from Biafra land, Federal University of Technology, Owerri is by name Chimobi Fayumba, by the special grace of Okike. I am the student coordinator of the Federal University of Technology, Owerri. I have been following this program this evening, and I must appreciate you, Mazi Onyibe, for actually sensitizing us on these Fulani herdsmen menace, because they are really, really disturbing us here in this institution, Futo. The Ruga settlement issue have not just really started. It has already started in Futo like a year back, if I am not mistaken, because I can't understand why in an institution like Futo, you will see Fulani herdsmen, you will see them driving their cattle, and you see them feeding on grasses, even right where you are having lecture halls. The school is so big that even at the junction of the school, you have a slaughter, an abattoir where they slaughter cows. They will leave that very far distance that takes you over 30 minutes before you can transport yourself down to Futo and leave that premises and enter inside Futo, just to be disturbing the school environment with their cattle and with their cows. I don't even understand why the school management here in Federal University of Technology will allow that Fulani herdsmen menace to be disturbing everywhere. Everywhere you go, you will either mistakenly match cow shit or you will be running away from cows. The issues have been so disturbing. That is why I actually wanted to actually call, since you brought up this issue, that these Fulani herdsmen are even already entering inside the universities of Biafra land. They are planning to plot bombs and planning to do so many other things. Like I can remember when I was in my lodge having a meeting. After the meeting, I met with my treasurer and she was like, do you know that Abuki man you just called now to sew this cloth for you? Do you know he's a DSS agent? That there was one time that his ID card fell down and he picked it up. That they are very good friends. That she saw it, that man, but they are disguising themselves inside the university. I've also to be bike men, just
And that is Zoo Epileptic Network, of course. We must continue. We must continue. We are not going anywhere. But people must remain focused. Whatever they like, let them do. They have their plan. This we know quite all right. But we have our plan. And our concern is to make sure that our people will remain focused. Our people will remain determined. Our people must not be distracted. Things doesn't work out in our favor all the time. But whether it does or it does not, our target is just one thing. Our goal is one thing, and we'll remain that. Yes, my brother from the Voice of Biafran Student, are you there?
I'm here with you. Sorry
Go
for
ahead.
the poor
It's not your fault, honestly. Go ahead.
As I was saying, they are disguising themselves as common traders, common bike men, common people that sew shoes. They are monitoring the universities of Biafra land. Now, like my school in particular has no fence around it. They are there by moving around because I don't see any reason. Obinze, people that knows Owori very well, Obinze is very far from where Futo is located, and the only slaughter you have around that premises is at Obinze Junction. It takes you not less than 30 minutes from Obinze Junction down to Futo. But I don't know why they will leave that army barrack in Obinze that have so many bushes, that have so many vegetations, and come down to Futo just to get grass. I don't see any reason. And now they are multiplying. Federal government, I don't know who is buying bikes for them. You find out that they have more bikes now than normal villagers that drive bikes for us, or normal our brothers that drive back for us. Nowadays, it's Hausa Fulani that drive back for us, thereby knowing your lodges, thereby knowing all your environments. This is high time the student actually look deep into it. This is high time the school management actually look deep into it. The life of the young ones are very important. You will not mess up with your life when you're supposed to do the needful and now joke with our own life now. Please and please, this is a call that I'm calling to all Biafran students to be mindful full of their environment. These Fulani herdsmen is no joke. We say no to Ruga. There shall be no Ruga settlement in Biafra land, not more of any university here. This is just what I have to say. Mazi Onyibe, thank you for having me this evening.
Thank you, my brother. We must continue. Caller on the line. Are you there? Good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Umule.
Go ahead, please.
My name is Sewa Daifa Shugu, and I'm from St. John's Zone, Abia State. There's my only the please let me use my dialect and talk to my people again. Because always him to listen, actually for the Mazoni, be all bamboo and he all money in an at the former Danny. Some will over our way to Torrego. Some will come with you. They can end making a man the column. They can look at me for now. You want to be a Mazi to a Mazi Shidera. Bini na mambo ka Biafra na aga n'iru ana m ekele ha na-ekelekwa coordinator m bụ Maazị Chukwuemeka James. Biafra maka ezigbo obodo ọma Biafra maka anyị enweghị obodo ọzọ Biafra maka ezigbo obodo dị mma Biafra maka anyị enweghị obodo ọzọ wepụtanụ n'igwe aidozie Udalele, Biafra maka anyị nwere obodo anyị bụ n'ụpụtanụ n'igwe ụmụ ibe ka idozi obodo anyị ka ọ kwụrụ ala anyị maka anyị nwere obodo ọzọ ka anyị rapụ n'ekworo ya na ntaji anya n'ụla ala anyị maka anyị nwere obodo ọzọ n'ụpụtakana n'ụmụ ibe ka anyị kwado Nnamdi Kanu n'ọrụ ọma Biafra maka anyị nwere obodo ọzọ chetana na okwu George Onyibe n'uche emefu nwanne ya n'ụla ala anyị maka anyị nwere obodo ọzọ unu anụla ya ezigbo obodo Chineke goziri agozi ka anyị na-ekwu Biafra maka anyị nwere obodo ọzọ Maazị George Onyibe ana m ekele unu n'ịgba mbọ masị ka m were ohere a jụọ ndị Ụmụleri na Aguleri na Mpege ka ọ bụrụ na ha na-anụrụ maka Biafra na-ekwu okwu ya anụmanụ olu ha na Biafra maazị kedu ihe dị nkịta ọnwụ ọ bụ mgbe ha ndị Fulani wakporo obodo anyị ebe ihe dị uche ha ka ha ga-eji wee pụta wee mee ihe na mmasịkwa Chineke nke Israel onye kere obodo niile ga-eme gịnị ọ ga-eme obodo anyị ka ha gbanwee ka anyị na-anụkwa olu ha dịka a na-anụ olu ndị ọzọ mba niile dị iche iche n'ala Biafra ka Chukwu okike abịa na gozie gị ma gozie Nnamdi Kanu gozikwa Maazị Uche Mefọ maka Nnamdi Kanu bụ ntu magburu enyi Uche Mefọ bụ ọgbawala ala a na-anụ olu ya gị onwe gị bụ otiwere aka oyibo nsogbu so gaanụ n'iru n'ọrụ ọma unu na-alụlụ ụmụ Biafra niile ọ ga-adịrị unu na mma tere ala Biafra na mma dịkwana ụmụ Igbo niile na mma n'aha Chukwu okike abịa mma.
Isi. Can you hear me, caller on the line? Caller on the line, are you there?
I can hear you, Maazị Onyibe. Good evening.
Go ahead, please.
Please, my name is James. I'm calling from Aba. Please, there is information I want to give people this evening. First of all, I want to appreciate you for the work you have been doing for us. May God bless you in the name of Chukwuemeka. Please, I want to pass this information to our people to know what is happening. Okay. Okay. As I was saying, I want to pass information to our people. There is what is going on in this our land, Biafra land, from the Fulani herdsmen. I'm a driver. I apply on the road between day and night. I apply through Port Harcourt. I apply Enugu every day. Like this night, this morning, yesterday that offered this morning today. What I saw that the Fulani herdsmen are doing on our road, It's annoying. Around 5 p.m., around 5 a.m. this morning, as this story I'm telling you now, this a.m. this morning, I saw them, about 6 of them with machine, and they are carrying, each one person carry somebody, 6 of them. So when they overtake me around that 5 a.m., they cross between Okigwe to where they call Ishiago Junction at Ebony State. So, and as they crossed me, I said, why are these people moving by this time? I get into one checking point they call Lopa Junction. I saw them, they stop before the junction at the forest place. I slowed down my motor. I said, let me see what these people are doing. I just slowed down and be watching them. They enter a place like a bush, be digging ground, that place. So I crossed because that was early morning. I couldn't just stop to. So getting to the junction, Lopa Junction, one of them start at that junction, maybe be monitoring the junction, whether people will come out to see what the other ones are doing behind before the Ishiago Junction. So the people I was carrying the vehicle, I told them, this is Fulani people. And they cover themselves and wear something like this car they used to drive Okada. Some of them, like it's only all that apply that road will know that they are Fulani, not know that they are Fulani. I want to pass this information to our people this evening. Let them be watchful. These people are patrolling our villages, even day and night, committing one thing or the other, which we don't know what they are doing in that kind of the night. Please, this is my first time of calling. I've been trying to get you people online. It's not easy for me. This is my first time of calling. I just want to appreciate you people. I just want to send my greeting to that director and the captain. I love you so much. I listen to your program every day. God bless you.
Thank you, my brother. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good morning, Onyibe.
Good evening from here.
Yeah, Onyibe. God bless you, my brother. My name is Meletus Ejikeme Udaga. I'm calling you from Sydney, Australia. I'm from Onsuka in the South local government area of Biafra land. I want to let the zoo know that we cannot be deceived by the restructure. It is not something for us to embrace. The only restructure we will embrace is referendum. First of all, if there is a marriage between a man and a woman and the marriage is not working, if they want to solve any issue that they have in the marriage, they should first of all ask the woman and the man if they still want to stay in the marriage before they will now work it out, whatever the problem is. Nigerians should conduct a referendum. Then those who agree to be part of Nigeria will go down and have a meeting to restructure themselves. But we are going. That is the only thing that is acceptable at this time, at this point in time. There's nothing like restructure. What we want is referendum. After that, then we can now, anybody that decides to stay can now have their restructure the way they want to restructure it. But for us, we are going. Thank you very much, my brother, and God bless you.
Thank you. We must continue, and there is no going back. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Go ahead, good evening, please. My brother. Good evening. This is Mazi Ndukwe Okoro calling from Ibere in the local government area. In the local government area under Umaya province in the heart of Biafra land.
Mazi Ndukwe, I always listen to your voice on Nigerian radio. Yeah. And I should say I'm proud of you. Because you always say the truth, irrespective of what topic you are bringing in. And you know, I was thinking you are one of the paid agents, so I followed you up because I know you always call my program. But I'm happy you are always standing by the truth.
Thank you, sir. The point is that it's now very difficult to get your number. I've been trying since you started this program. Now, I want to point out something on this restructure or whatever they call it. You see, that statement was not made by Jubril himself, nor any of his spokespeople like Femi Adesina or Malam Shehu Garoba or any senior government officer. That statement, according to Zulu newspaper, was made by Segu Oshoba, who claimed he wrote a book and took those books to Asorok to go and beg for money. And when he came out, he made that statement that the government will have agreed to structure. Because by tomorrow, this very Buhari government or Jubilee government might deny it. Because this statement did not come from any commenter, so that we not be deceived. And even as at that, they can't use it to deceive us because they know that this Ruga something, we don't agree. So they know, even the statement of Onyibe, I think, is even making them to be afraid. That is why they push that Segu Oshoba to make that statement. Why is that statement don't come from any senior government official or Jubril himself or Femi Adesina or Shehu Garoba? It came from Segu Oshoba. We will look into that statement very well so that people will not just buy it, saying that the government have agreed for restructure. That is just what I want to contribute, sir. I still remain Mazin Dukokoro. I always call from Ibere. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. We must continue. Can you hear me, caller on WhatsApp?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Can you hear me?
Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
Thank you very much, sir, for giving me this opportunity to come on air. I have been trying to contact our Radio Biafra, but I have been having difficulties because of the lines coming in. Once again, Master George Onyibe, thank you very much for what you are doing for we, the indigenous people of Biafra. You are doing a very great job in a very difficult circumstances and situation.
My brother, we are doing the same thing. Go ahead, please.
We are forgiving the ability to anchor this radio morning, day and night. It is not easy. I also thank our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the supreme leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, and his able deputy, Mazi Uchemefo. You people are really making us proud in this struggle. Once again, my name is Mazi Joel Akamereze, the coordinator of IPOB Makori here in Abidjan, Ivory Coast. The reason why I'm calling this evening is to make contributions on the Ruga and the Koza thing that is going on in the zoo called Nigeria. These people have surrounded our land. Our land is under siege because the information I get every day from Biafra land is that Fulani people is all over the place. Fulani people is all over the Biafran territory, naming our people, killing our people, massacring our people, even the things they are doing in private way that are not being secretly open on the media. Nobody knows about what they are doing, but they are busy killing our people, vigilante and whatever. All these things, we cannot accommodate it anymore because they cannot continue to kill us. We have been so patient. We have been waiting on Chukwu Gikabiama. We have been praying. We have been wailing. We have been crying on daily basis, despite what these people are doing to us. But we know that one day, Biafra must surely come because the more they try to subdue us, the more we are growing. The more they try to suppress us, the more we are germinating. Fulani herdsmen can never stop Biafra to come. Buhari, the dead Buhari, can never stop Biafra to come. Eastern governors can never stop Biafra to come. None of them, the saboteurs, can stop Biafra to come. We are watching and we are waiting for the right time because we know that under one single command, the Fulanis in Biafra land will be nowhere to be found anymore. Under one single command, we shall going to chase them away from Biafra land. We are being patient because we know that Biafra struggle is a systematical struggle. It's a struggle that we cannot put loss into our hand. That is why we are following. I pray to Chukwu Kabiama that he will give us Biafra, grant our leader the ability to move forward, to give us directions on what to do at the right time, so that we are not going to fail in this quest of Biafran restoration. Our enemies are not sleeping. Our enemies are not sleeping. Even the hands that are meant to be protecting us is now out to destroy us. The hands that are supposed to protect us is now out to destroy us. The Eastern governors, Ohanes and Igbo, all of them, as many as they are, coming together, fighting against IPOB, fighting against Biafra, fighting against the freedom of our people. Chukwu Kabiama shall surely put them to shame because we know that this struggle is a just cause. For the fact that it's a just cause, we must surely win. No plans of our enemies shall ever prosper because this struggle has been ordained by Chukwu Kabiama. I thank you very much for this opportunity. I say, may God bless you. Bless somebody that Martin Nandekano. Bless Chemefo. Bless the 5 members of DOS. Bless the Biafran land IPOB members and worldwide. I say, may God bless you all. From me, from here, it is good evening. Thank you very much, sir.
Call on the line. Call on the line. Go ahead.
This is Chika Dibia from Abu.
Go ahead.
I want to give this information to you, Onyibe. The Nigerian military information in at high school here, what they are doing there, sir.
Go ahead, please. Hello? Go ahead.
Okay. This thing happened. This thing has been happening since 3 weeks now, and one driver, the boy happens to be my friend. So he said that he carried three girls from Park to Usisioma. So reaching to Usisioma Junction there, those military officers, when they pointed their torch at that vehicle, then they killed the guy. Now they marked these 3 girls inside the military barrack there, Usisioma. So now the military officers there, I mean the Nigerian military officers there, they raped these 3 girls till morning. So and now after everything, the boy was telling me that those military officers, all of them are HIV positive, and then they are infecting those diseases to these our sisters there right now. So the girls slept there from that night till morning. And the driver told me that this thing has been happening since last month. Every day they are raping our girls, our sisters, Biafran girls there. It's happening even right now. If you want to investigate, come down here and investigate what is happening. As those drivers there, they will tell you. They are applying from 7 o'clock till 12 o'clock in the midnight. They will just direct everything to you. So this is the information that I've sent this message through your WhatsApp line. I don't know whether you see the message. Thank you and God bless you. God will bless you and bless our leader. Nobody can stop Biafra. God bless you, sir.
We must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Onyibe,
good evening, ma. Go ahead, please.
Is the wine. So calling from that province. So we have heard about the we have already called the speech. You can see what happened when you came to Abuja to visit us at Otako. So they said that we don't have land, we don't have food. Then why are they stopping us to our land? What are they coming there to do? Same place. They were transferring both the agricultural and they're using manpower on our own side. But today, they don't know what they are looking for in our own land to come and destroy us. But I know that come rain, come shine, that the spirit of the land, they have risen up to destroy them. None of them will go. I want to speak in our dialect to our people that are still eating their suya, every junction, because they vow to destroy us by all means. They have sent their women, sent everything, both Sindinebu, Ogwabu, Nagare, and they poison, and more than now, every day, how many they source, those sessions. And I what happened, and that was a happen, and that was a hajarajo. Yen na gwa ejimo ola na gwa ndị ebe anyị ndị ka nọ na-eri anụ na-eri ihe dum. Enwere ọtụtụ ihe ndị n'ebe anyị nwere azụ, anyị nwere okporoko. Ọ bụ maka anama ndị Hausa mere eji mechie egbubutara okporoko ahụ. Amam ihe na-achọrọ ebe anụ ndị Hausa nọ. Ma anụ m n'abalị na-ekwupụ okwu na-asị ma Chukwu oke adị ama na ụzọ ọbụla ha si na mmiri ha esi n'ala, mmiri ga-eri ha. Amam na Chukwu okike chọrọ inye ha the everlasting defeat. Nchekwa ebighị onye mere o ji mee ha ochisi ha ntị ka ha zụtụrụ na-abịa obodo a na-eme ihe arụ dị iche iche ndị kpọrọ onwe ha ndị senators ndị gị were ala na-enyecha ha iri in our own land nwunye anywhere ha amaghị na-agwụkwa ndị ebe anyị ma ndị niile ahụ ha na-anabatacha n'ụlọ ha na-ewere ha na-eme ndị sekuriti na ndị a bụ ndị nlejọ ha ga-lecha beta mara na isi egbu ha n'anya onwe ihe ga-eme na adacha ala ha ghara ịnwụ obodo a ha nọ n'ime ya n'ihi anyị onwe anyị nọ n'obodo ndị ukwu onweghị ihe ọjọọ anyị bụrụ obi gaa n'ebe ahụ ma ha onwe ha nọ n'obodo a ya bụrụ ihe ọjọọ ka ha biri ga-emegide anyị ala ga-emegide ha ndị ichie ga-emegide ha mmụọ na ala Biafra ga-emegide ha okuligo ha ekuligo imegide ha onweghị n'ime ha ga-ala n'obodo a ọtụga ha bụ ha dawa day and night every minute ha dum ga-anwụ ana m ekele gị na-ekele maazị Uche Mefo na-ekele onye isi anyị bụ Nnamdi Kanu na uche ha niile ama m na Chukwuka ya nọnyere ya na Biafra abụghị ọba eze ama a ga-echi echi orugo anyị aka ihe ọbụla masịrị ha mee anyị onwe ya gafego mmiri ala arịkọnstrọt eli ma ala arịkọnstrọt ala ka ụfọ ndị tu ọ ga-abụ ha na ụmụnne ha ndị Fulani hetụra ndị Yoruba ha arịkọnstrọt rụ leje onwe ha anyị onwe anyị anyị nọzighị na nke ahụ ana m asị ka Chukwuka abịa ma anyị nọnyere gị gbaa gị ume n'ihe niile dị iche nke ị na-egosi anyị na-esi anyị n'ihi na onye ọbụla nwere ọrụ nke ọ na-arụ ọrụ nke na-arụ na anyị onwe anyị ndị nọ na ndịda ọrụ ahụ o siri ike ime ka anyị na-achọ eme ihe gbasara mgbọrọgwụ anyị amanụchie niile ahụ ana m asị ka Chukwuka gbaa gị ume gbakwa nna anyị ume n'aha Chukwuka Abịama ise.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Our people must remain focused. Our destination is Biafra, and there is no negotiation. Can you hear me, caller on the line? Yes, go ahead. Good evening from here.
Hello. My name is
Stop listening to your radio. Move away from your radio.
Yes. Okay. My name is Dr. Lugadi. I am calling from Abba, but I hail from Isialangwa. And I dwell much on the restructuring. During the Bolivia declaration, restructure did not work. I don't think it can work now. Like my last caller called before, what we are to dwell most now is on what we're supposed to dwell on now is more on hello. My name is Ugadi Governor Kando.
Stop listening to your radio.
Yes, I'm calling. I'm hearing you. So if the structure is not going to work, we talk about referendum. A referendum is what we would do. And most of the people from Isarangwa are not hearing this radio from this angle. If I go to the village, I don't hear the radio is peace from Isarangwa, especially in from Mbosi angle. So let us work hard so that even in Aba, yesterday at one place they call Onumri, many people came there. These boys who stay there and see what they can do to manage themselves in actually chasing them. Because they held one Hausa man who packed his trailer badly. So it's a sad situation. So they want people to kill people because that place I live, they call those places down below. And those down below boys can do anything. But because of the spirit we have that we don't kill people, we are not part of killing, that is why they are holding on. Because yesterday, but thank God nothing happened. So let us see. I greet you, greet Mazen Nandekano.
Thank you very
much. I call on civil servants. Civil servants should join and do this thing. I sing one song. If you want to be a good Biafra, join ITOB. If you want to be a good Biafra, join ITOB. Oh, join the ITOB. Join the ITOB. Join the ITOB. ITOB is the key. So this ITOB, if all of us go there, we will now work in one unison. And we will defeat these people. Even with some, we will just away. But only some people will run this way, the others will go the other way. Thank you, Master George Onyibe. This is my first time of calling.
Welcome,
I hope Eastern Langua will Mvose in particular should be getting this thing because most of my people I don't hear their voice. And then Mvose is one place where they start a start.
Your complaint is noted and we must continue. Call on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, good evening, Onyibe.
Good evening, Ada. Go ahead, please.
My name is Uchechiku. I'm from Biafra land, Imo State. I'm calling from Barcelona. I just want to thank you for the work you are doing for the Biafrans. I say may the Most High bless you. And I thank God for my Mazi Nandekano for the work he's doing and Mazi Chemefo. And I'm happy to get you today. I'm so happy. And I pray that the Chukwu Okike will bless you and bless all Biafrans. Those that are genuine Biafrans that are doing the work, I say may Chukwu Okike bless them and bless you and your family. We can see all that you're doing for us. I say may the Most High bless you. I'm just happy this evening, and I don't know how to, to speak of my joy. May the Most High bless you. Keep on. The Most High is your strength. Thank you, my brother. Good night.
From here, we must continue. Our people must remain focused. Yes, it is true, they are everywhere. It looks as if our land is surrounded. Automatically, it looks as if we do not have anything to do. They control the legislature, they control the judiciary, they control the executive, they control everything imaginable known to us, but we shall see how it ends. Are you there?
Amen. Yeah, I'm there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And good night.
Thank you, my brother. Bye.
Yes. No matter what they do, in the end, Biafra must come. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Emma Agadichi. I'm calling from Port Harcourt. I'm from Abia State, Umuahia. So this night, I'm happy to get you this night because our line is too hot for somebody to get. I'm so happy to get this line this night. I want to thank all for our leader, the life of our leader, Mazen Namdekalo.
Of course, we lost that caller. Those of you who have been trying the WhatsApp line, my sincere apology. I think I'm having challenge with that line. I have not changed it yet. If we cannot access it tomorrow, I will certainly change the line. The line still remains the same, but it's not going through tonight. Caller on the line, can you hear me?
I'm here. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
I'm Chijoke. I'm calling from Imo State in Biafra land. I'm very, very grateful of what you are doing for us. But I want to assure you people, all Biafras in every part of the world where they are. This is my first time of calling, and we are not afraid wherever we are. Even though the Fulani herdsmen, wherever they like, in our bedroom, we are ready for them at any given time. Hello?
Go ahead and try and not be listening to your radio.
Okay. We are ready on them at any given time. So some people are calling on the line saying all kinds of things, which I didn't like it. The Biafra is not for talking of all those things. So many of them are saying all those things. When it started, we see them nowhere. But sir, continue doing your work over there. We are here doing our own work. We are not afraid of them. Even though they control army, control whatever they control. A dead lion has his own treasure in his body. When he's lying at a dead lion, nobody can come closer to the dead lion when he is dead because it will bag in a shadow. Whatever they like, let them do. But what I'm praying is God to help us in any means for us to have our freedom. No remedy for us to be free except Biafra. We are ready, whether life or death, to restore Biafra. We are not running. So I pray that God will help you people and give you the wisdom to restore Biafra in the name of the Most High Jesus.
You see, and you too. The deal is done already. Our detractors know this truth. The enemy of the Biafra know that Nigeria will not stand. It doesn't matter who is behind it. It doesn't matter how desperate they are. It's just a matter of time. But the earlier, the more they delay, the worse it becomes for them. The more they delay, the more miserable their next generation will be. The more they delay in allowing Biafrans to go, the more their empire will crumble. The more those things that made them held us down will lose value. Those who died has not gone to sleep. They are still awake. They're still watching over us. For we live in them and they live in us. Can you hear me call on the line?
Hello?
Yes, good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Onyibe. I'm calling from Aba. Okay. Ana m ekele Chineke okike abịama n'ọrụ ọma ụlọ na-alụ Maazị Onyibe na Nnamdi Kalu and Ikemefo. Ana m asị ka Chukwu okike abịama gozie unu niile na Chukwu okike abịama. Ana m ejikwa m ohere a na-ekele all the IPOB member ebe niile ụwa sọtụrụ ndị na-alụ gbalịsi ike ime ka anyị nweta obodo anyị bụ Biafra land. Ana m asị ka Chineke okike abịama gozie mmadụ niile n'aha Chukwu okike abịama. Na-ekelekwe onye isi anyị bụ our coordinator Ugochukwu Asochukwu n'ọlụ ọma ya niile nke ọ na-alụ ime ka anyị nweta obodo anyị bụ Biafra land. Ana m asị ka Chukwu okike abịama gozie ya n'ịgba mkpa niile na our land coordinator Maazị Ikechukwu Ugwuọha n'ịgba mbọ ya niile. Ana m asị ka Chukwu okike abịama gozie ya n'aha Chukwu okike abịama. Asị ka unu gbalịsie ike na-asị ekwu okwu sị na ọ masịrị ndị Fulani herdsmen ma Jubiri ọ masịrị ha. Ihe anyị na-arịọ ọwụ inwere onwe anyị, inwere obodo nke aka anyị bụ Biafra land. Ihe anyị na-arịọ anyị achọghị restructure na ọ bụ anything ọbụla ha kpọrọ ya. Anyị achọghị ya. Ihe anyị chọrọ wụ inweta ala anyị ka anyị chọrọ bụ Biafra land. Anyị achọghị anyị na-achọ wụ our land. Anyị anaghị ana arịwa nke ha, anyị anọkwa na ana oduduwa nke ha. Ihe anyị na-arịọ wụ ala anyị ka a na-ara wụ Biafra land. Ihe anyị na-achọ Chairoga na-asị ka unu jisie ike n'ọrụ ọma niile. Chineke ga-agba gị ume, kpuchie gị n'ọpụpụ gị, ọ ga-abụ ngozi ya enye gị n'aha Chukwu okike abịama.
Say thank you very much, and that is just the gospel truth. Call on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp, are you there? Are you
yes,
there?
I'm here.
Go ahead.
I greet. Yes, I greet all Biafrans, and I greet the God of Biafra land. And I pray that Chukwuebiama will protect us and guide us wherever we are. By his name, Issa. My brother, waiting I see that about this our land issue. This is the time I see that our old men, our elders, the original elders, because there is a fake elders, and it's for the original elders now to stand up and forget about fear, because all the whole community in Biafra land, all the whole villages has the gods of peace, which is they're serving through him to the Chukwu. woman they talk about. They know it well. Olden days, when we grow, we seeing them and watching what they're doing then. It's for them to change, and they know what to do to clean out of the sin which they are committed by leaving the land to unknown people inside between we as a human being because of language. You can speak my language because of you can speak my language. We're one. We're one, and mean that you forget to know that that person you are calling your person as a one. It has his own culture, whatever he's doing. It bring your own culture now to come and join your own and let you to know that your own is different. You should start serving another one. Start from our old men, is which I'm still calling. Our old men know themselves. Let them repent. They know how to clean the sin out. Odo, let them rise up and say that they want to really to swear the oath of our land, because like the gods of our land now start from Ibodo. They has the gods they call Bitime. What is Bitime? Bitime is the peace of the land, the gods of peace of the land, and which nobody can rise up as a human being, go out and preach a word that this gods saying a message of this. You cannot do it by yourself unless the gods rise up and enter you. They're hearing me anywhere they are now. They're hearing what I'm talking about. Ojuku from Anyoma, Ibodo, they're hearing what I'm talking about. They know that what I'm talking about is true. That ghost now, they lock the house there. No one keep hand clean. That is why the ghost refuse to enter anyone there to start serving it, because the land and the family, when the ghost they as a bitime, as the ghost of the land, the peace of the land, the compound where they after the first son die, this after the man serving the ghost die, the first son will take over the ghost, and the ghost is not from devil. Because what we know that Chukwokike and devil, that is what we know. And the ghost is not a devil. Meanwhile, a person can easily using a mouth by a power, saying that this ghost sending this message to tell the community. That is how he used to do it. If he enter you, if he appoint you to send you message, just like when God appoint you to send you message, he will give you all power to protect yourself. By that time, the person going the message, every year, the person used to climb one tree. They call that tree Ebo. Once he climbed the tree, he will tell them there's people planning to do bad against January inside December. Now, he will not release course that anyone eat witch, try to destroy, that the person will die. What I'm trying to say that let the old men them rise up, the truthful one. We will support them to say the truth. Let them go and find out what happened, making this our ghost is not speaking again. Because if all those things is speaking, they will tell those things how to do what they know what to do for Fulani to go away. It's not mean that only gun will carry, because they know what they do for tradition. The Fulani will run away from our land. And Biafra will come. Let them rise up for Biafra. That is what we know. Whether they carry colony, carry this one, what we know is Biafra.
Thank you very much. Of course, Fulani, they will go. Just that they can't imagine how they will go. Now we are praying for more barrack. We are praying for more checking points. Let them import more. Sometimes our land needs fertilizer. They are mad people. We want to conquer your father. We'll take one last small call and then we'll be rewinding down from here. Biafrans, we are doing what we're supposed to do. You get ready. Can you hear me? Caller on the line. Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on the line, are you there? Of course, he's listening to his radio. This will be our last caller for the day. I want to appreciate those of you who were able to call in. My sincere apology to those who made effort to call in, but to no avail. Tomorrow is yet another day. Don't let them deceive you. It's been almost 4 years plus now. Nigeria has only one agenda of land grabbing. Whatever pattern they want to use, anyhow they want to use it. The last destination for this struggle is referendum. Referendum, we all know that certainly it will lead to total emancipation of the sovereign state of Biafra. We actually appreciate the Almighty Creator for sending a leader who truly represents him in a time like this to go ahead of us, Mazen Nandekano and his deputy Mazuichuka from F4, and of course an eminent Biafrans across the globe who are working sincerely, irrespective whether you are understood or misunderstood, but standing by the truth, the path of righteousness that will lead to liberation and total emancipation of our people. I will say good night from here, and God be with all of us. He say, do not forget the sacrifice of our fallen heroes will never be in vain. The sacrifice of our fallen heroes and heroine will never be in vain. It doesn't matter the dispensation in which they gave up their life. Their sacrifice will never be in vain. Good night from here, and I love all of you.
We have crossed our sea. We've gone far in this wilderness. Victory's few steps ahead. We are no longer in Egypt. We have crossed our seas. We've gone far in this wilderness. Victory's few steps ahead. When it gets tough to end this nether of our heroes will not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Not yet may we remember the price of our great heroes. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Inside the wilderness, never open your soul to the wicked one. Penetrate and kill your people. To what we get charge you to say. Inside the wilderness, never sell your soul to the wicked ones. Penetrate and kill your people. God have charged you to say. When it gets tough to end this nether of our heroes will not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Not yet may we remember the price of our great heroes. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here. Inside the wilderness, never allow yourselves to be used to destroy the innocent souls. God have put in your hands to save. Inside the wilderness, never allow yourself to be used to destroy the innocent souls. God have charged you to save. When it gets tough to end this nether of our heroes will not defend. No retreat, no surrender. Biafra is already here.